Groundle Townle. Hey, it's me, my back here with Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, where Kyoko is about to take us to do something very safe and fun over in the data lab, I'm sure. This is one of the weirdest playthroughs I've ever recorded, because it's like... It's also just one of the weirdest games I've ever played from like a quality roller coaster standpoint. Because I started this game and it was like the first few hours I was like, holy crap, what an insanely powerful intro. I'm so hooked. This is so incredible. And it was like, bam, oh my god, what a masterpiece. Got to the first trial and I was like, why does this suck? This is awful. And we got past the first trial and then I was like, okay, starting to ramp up again. Chapter 2, I was like, I have no love left in my soul. I'm now forever a pained, slightly shriveled husk. Fine, the trial's whatever. I got back up to trial 3, I was like, this trial's not so bad. This is kind of fun. And then I go back to trial 4 and I was like, this sort of does make a lot of sense. But it's like, it's not bad. It's not all that bad. And so I'm like, in the span of whatever 25 episodes, I went from being like, oh my god, masterpiece, how have I never played this, to, wait, why has this become the worst game in all of video games, to, oh no, it's actually not that bad, to, this game injured my soul in ways I can't describe with the English language, to, it's not that bad, it's pretty good, to, I like this character stuff, to, I'm not sure about this character stuff, to, that's where we are. What I really need from this game right now, basically, is that the ending be good. If the ending's crap, I'm gonna be like, I think it's going to cap the experience off. With a strong start and a bad finish, it's going to be all lopsided. But if it's like a strong start and the finish is cool and the stuff in the middle is a little squiggly and whatever, that's fine. That's just storytelling. It needs to be leading up to something good. And I suspect it is, because this game has shown a propensity, not a 100% consistency, but a propensity for being smartly written. If the ending is something like, Makoto gets out and the killer is still at large, no one knows, and that's all, and it literally like doesn't amount to anything, and it's like, never goes, he just goes outside and he gets back to his family and whatever. It'll be whatever. And if they're like, it was all simulation and none of it really happened, everyone's alive, we put you all through that for no reason, then I'll be like, that's dumb. If they go something really weird with it, like my robots there, where they're like, you're all androids, built to replace and so it's all about AI. And if we can simulate human thoughts that closely, and if so, then what value are our human thoughts? Or something, I don't know, something wild ass like that, then I'll be cool with it. But right at the moment, I'm just like, this game is weird. It's a weird thing. I don't know why she didn't just like take us to the data lab. It looks suspicious equally going separately, does it not? So I don't know, this is distressing, but I made my way into the after hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Data lab! Eventually I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me, meaning it's open. Is she maybe inside already? I put my hand to the door and with a certain amount of force, didn't open. I tried again, but must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? This is right at the end of chapter 4, so we're expecting, if it's anything like the end of chapter 3, some huge bombshell to be dropped on us. Data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh, what are you doing up, mister? Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, I just, you're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But I can see that, you dolt. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. It looked like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know. Stop being weird and go back to bed. Kyoko, I guess? What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko?
No, you too!
Whatever, the two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial. I know the feeling. Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto, let's head back. What?
Hey.
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Shall we go?
Don't worry about it. Let's just go. Okay. Yeah! Go on, get out of here! Shoot! Was it maybe just a test to see if he would try and stop us from getting near there? So we left and went back to our rooms. Now that she's seeing, obviously these mastermind followed us, or presumably either followed us or sent someone to follow us when we went to check out the important room on the 2nd floor. So I guess she was hiding nearby to see if we would get whacked in the head again, going to the data lab, to know if it was important. I'm not sure, actually. That seems a little too not helpful, especially after she and Kyoko just had a spat that was kind of tangentially related to the fact that she almost got him killed. And she's really lucky he didn't die. I mean, this isn't The Last of Us 2 where everyone just magically can know how hard to hit someone in the head to not kill them. Sorry, I'm picking on The Last of Us 2 all the time. It's not that bad a game. But everyone does magically know just how hard to hit people in the head with blunt instruments, that it won't kill them, but will hurt, which is ridiculous. Probably the most ridiculous thing in that game. Anyway, and then...
Goodbye.
So, goodbye. Hold on! Listen, what was all that about just now? She woke me up, maybe go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked, And then she shows up late and we leave without checking a single thing? What was the point of all that? Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation, just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. Knowing Kyoko, it wasn't for nothing. She was testing something. But as I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Is that the name of the mastermind? Kyoko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student,
Oh.
lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out.
Fascinating. Will do! Sure, I wouldn't want to... get caught unawares by the ultimate despair. It's Junko. It's gotta be. No, I don't know. Oh, but they've been added. Interesting. To be continued. So did she actually find that out at the data center, or... You received the Alter Lump present? No, that's not very nice. That's what's left of the Alter Ego keyboard, laptop. Well, 4 by Gore. Chapter 4 finished. Starting chapter 5 now.
Ikusaba,
Gonna get some free time early on, but also
the
probably
16th
pursue this
student,
16th
lying
student.
hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
But lying hidden somewhere makes it sound like she's gonna be in the one of the later areas, right? So we're gonna have to kill people just to find her? And in that case, she has something to do with the mastermind's plot. Maybe she is the mastermind, or if she's like a close associate. I don't really know. Or wait, when Monokuma and the spy, which is what we think it was the spy who was talking, which would be Sakura, did Monokuma say, I expected her to act faster, or they were just saying we didn't expect Sayaka to act as fast as she did? I think maybe that's what they were saying. Or I can't remember if I think they referenced the 16th student at some point, right, in that conversation? Anyway. Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we'd be faced with another murder. At this point, they're just like, yeah, it happens every 3 days, okay? You know it's gonna go down. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. Oh, interesting. Well, whoever this person is, they've got nails on. And this is the person, from what we saw, this is the same person who knocked Makoto on the head. Oh, well, that's all very strange and upfront, isn't it? 100-mile dash. Pain of a junk food junkie. Daily life. We've got Kyoko here. Pain of a junk food junkie? Hold on. But Hina likes donuts. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. So let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well?
You just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of
And
my
no matter
family.
what it takes, I will rid this world of them.
Huh?
Hey, Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. Gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your
She
deal?
didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult. So I told her not to open her mouth without permission. What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
How about
And you're okay with that, Toko? Oh, jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. Yeah, but you also sentenced someone to death by ordering them not to eat. God, her self-esteem is... We gotta just, like, run some pepper under her nose as she swaps to Jill so that at least they can eat. Goddamn, Byakuya. This goes way beyond a little sexy S&M stuff. And if you order her not to eat and she dies, do you become the Blackened? And yet, I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. I guess we'd best. But now that it's the new chapter, we can also get coins! That's not where I meant to go! Sorry, I meant to go to my room. And this place is still not open. There's still yet one more chapter for that. I was wondering, I was starting to think maybe, or at first rather, I thought that this would just be like a shortcut to the 5th floor, and that we'd be able to get there. This would open at the same time the one on the 4th floor did, but evidently not. Right, he won't go back to his own room, but he'll go everywhere else, right? We have to check his room when he goes to free time, but everywhere else we're allowed to go checking for coins, which I will, even though I don't really meet them. You don't know, there could be something New Game Plus required that's like, if you have 100 coins, you get stuff. Yay! Oh my god, we have so many now. It's so messy. He has to try to tidy up a bit. I don't think that would help. I'm sure he gets into new stuff all the time, but I appreciate the sentiment. What's the current chapter's dialogue for the cameras? No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have, anyway? A fine question. There are popsicles in the fridge. The box says if I get a winning popsicle stick, I can win a free one. If I got one, would Monokuma let me trade it in? Well, ask him the important questions. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. It seems pretty useless when he's not on it. Actually, no, it's totally useless no matter what. Good! If one of these washing machines broke down, I wonder who'd fix it. It'd have to be Monokuma, I guess. Come on, they wouldn't give me one chapter where there wasn't a washing machine with a coin in it, would they? They wouldn't, would they? Ah, okay, good. I was worried. Coin! The Lovely Ladies of Earth, August edition. And this is to you. I was about to say, why are they in school if it's August? But it's different in Japan, isn't it? It's like, rather than... in Japan, it's like they have 4 semesters with like a week break in between or something? Rather than like a break for summer and then like a shorter break for winter. In this issue, Next Gen Lotion play. Uncover the darker side of lotion. I don't wanna. Swimsuit's still hanging there. Despite everything, seeing it still makes my heart beat a little faster. That feeling's eternal. I think you should get that checked out. All that's inside the vending machine is energy drinks. I'm judgy. Coin! Look, I don't know what I'm gonna use them for, if at all. But if they're there, I want them. What's the point in even looking at the clock now? I like how everyone else's investigation of the school consists of going to the new areas, and Makoto's involves going to every single corner looking for copper coins. A display case. There's an amazing selection of beautifully marbled meats inside. There are all kinds of colorful vegetables piled up. Are these supposed to get me excited? I don't know, some kind of hippy-dippy all-organic celebrity type? Oh, coin! I'm so excited! Not surprisingly, one of the knives is still missing. It all began then, with Sayaka's case. I think it would all began when you walked into the school and, like, everything got all fuzzy and weird and then you passed out, I would have said. But sure, it all began when Sayaka killed a dude. Or, no, tried. Then she died. In a sense, she killed him, because he killed in retaliation. Momentary for salute for Alter Ego. I'll do. You were a good friend. Alter Ego isn't here anymore. The massage chair. I'm gonna stay away in case it's been booby-trapped somehow. He's always very suspicious of the massage chair. Which I get, I guess. Why would there be any reason to think that there would be things to enjoy here? So big, it kind of makes me want to go for a swim. Although I guess we have a pool for that. We're really great at finding one single tiny coin in these massive pools, aren't we? I'm sure Sakura tried to tear these down more than once. If she can do it, what chance do I have? The little pamphlet's still laying there. This is where all my despair began. Oh, I didn't notice that the other panels counted as a second examination thing. I'm missing coins all the time from that, probably. Metal plate here, metal plate over there, too. Coin! Just thought I'd spice it up a little. I love the full suits of armor in this place, by the way. Really livens the place up. Coin! Maybe if we can take it down somehow, we can use it against the mastermind. But it'd probably turn me into Swiss cheese as soon as I touched it. I don't think it's the most good idea you've had. A trash can, as usual. Unsurprisingly, there's trash inside. I don't have a good reason to go digging through it. What are you talking about? What if there's a coin in there, Makoto? We need more! This is where the bathroom cleaning supplies are stored. It also leads to the secret room. I should probably avoid going in and out of there too much. Well, what's the harm? Alter Ego and the files are gone. But also, there's no way that... Oh, well, I was about to say, there's no way that Monokuma didn't know about the secret room or about what was in the secret room. It seems like he placed everything that's there. But I guess I don't know how aligned the 16th student is with all this nonsense. It could be that they were the one who attacked us when we went into the secret room and not the mastermind. And maybe that they're the one with the hood that we saw is going to be murdered next. But I don't know. They haven't been added, though, to our book. And I already forgot their name, but I'm sure I'll remember it in post when they say it a bunch while I'm editing. Ikubana, Ikubasa. That's the one. Mukubora, Ikubasa. It's that desk lamp. So what? What about it? I don't know, Makoto. I was just looking for coins. Why are you gonna show it to me? The poster has a super famous supermodel. Her name is Diamond Yuka, I think. Look at Makoto being all well versed in world figures and stuff. Well, world figures. Strange way to refer to supermodel. I didn't really know why on the records it says bookmarks edit, but never mind. Probably nothing. We found Robo Justice stuffed in this locker last time. We sure did. Everything's back to normal. Just like with Sayaka and Taka. Monokuma was responsible, I'm sure. Only those two. Those are the only other two people who died. Even Toko's handprint has been wiped away. Oh yeah, by the way, I think they just goofed in the drawing. But when Yasuhiro bonks Sakura over the head, which we know led to the knight falling out, or it was either the knight or the queen. Anyway, I presume the knight, because the one that Toko took away with her was the queen. But anyway, when in the picture they showed, it's the bishop is falling out. So that's just like totally wrong. Because that one was never taken out of its bottle. The Monokuma bottles are all lined up as if nothing ever happened. Some of these magazines seem pretty insanely specific. Surf Fishing Monthly? I wonder if Celeste ever found someone to play Othello with her. Oh, I don't know. Sakura. I only ever played video game versions of pool. I think it's the same for me. The rules to darts seem pretty complicated. I'm really not all that interested in playing. I always thought that too. It's like, what could be more simple than try and get the dart close to the center like archery? But then apparently it's like you're supposed to get it on the weird colored lines and... Blech, stupid darts. I don't know why I'm getting all hostile about darts. You can enjoy darts if you want. It's a Venus statue. This is the only thing in here that seems like it actually belongs. Is it? I feel like some of this stuff feels like it belongs. The other busts and stuff. There are paintings lining the walls. But now that I'm looking, it's just a bunch of kids' drawings. Don't make a fool out of art! Damn. Makoto, protector of the fine arts. News to me, big if true. It's the statue of Monokuma. Every time I see it, I can't help but think how ugly it is. I half expected Monokuma to show up and be like, "I do talking shit!" I feel like if there are fewer hammers every time I look at this thing. Why didn't they get replaced anyway? I guess maybe I was right that it's if they end up in someone's room, then they stay there. There are wooden mallets hanging on the wall. If I had to guess, I'd say they use them for making sculptures. Oh yeah, by the way, I was talking earlier about how the report card and stuff is non-canon, which is weird because, like, I assumed all, like, the height and weight and everything was going to come into play in the murders? Evidently not. It's just there to be very upsetting. Been a fair bit of time since a coin. Now that's a big shelf. A bunch of lab equipment and stuff has been piled up on it. Totally disorganized. And the judgment of Makoto Naegi continues. He is not interested in your messy-ass lab benches, okay? Clean it up or don't even bring it to his attention. Hard to imagine this dramatic-ass concert hall room doesn't ever get used. Is this a grand piano? I'm sure it sounds nice, but most people these days would rather just listen to music on their phones. There's a disco ball I only just noticed. So I think that's what that was. I take it this is still locked? Yeah. Man, I bet it really hurt when one of these things fell on your foot. You're probably right about that. Wonder how much these things weigh. He's like this close from trying to fashion a giant screwdriver to take the bolts off out of sheer boredom. Or, not screwdriver, wrench. You know, taking bolts off with a screwdriver. That thing that people do. The lighting is so eerie in this place. Well, just about time to get to the new floors. An exciting prospect. Everything's back to normal. Can't get over how big this shelf is, and it's packed tight with all kinds of pills and chemicals. And someone's cleaned up all the powder that was spilled on the floor, space ellipses. Don't think I missed the slash bold, by the way, or the slash line break or whatever it was, way back in the tutorial of the game. I just had the grace not to mention it. Until now. Because it's funny. Right, floor 5! What is... Oh, it's a garden? Oh, I don't like... We should never go here, ever. So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. 5th floor has been opened up to us. I'm going to assume there's no floor above here. The last place we're going to unlock is up those side stairs beside the warehouse. And it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up till now. So, halfway through Trial 4, which in a sense is 3.5 chapters deep, they told us we were halfway. So whether they were saying we're halfway because there are 7 chapters total, or because chapters 5 and 6 are just a bit long, hard to say. Now that the remaining students surviving is up to 7, we could have someone get murdered this time, we're down to 6, killer gets executed, we're down to 5, and then someone gets murdered, we're down to 4, killer gets executed, we're down to 3, and then the 3 survive, I guess. Unless, of course, there are more shenanigans with double murders or single deaths, I suppose. But most likely it seems to me now that the next chapter is the final one. But I doubt it's any further than 7, anyway. And it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up until now. For some reason, it feels unpleasant. I know what you mean! Why is it so tall? Why are there bamboos? Why anything? I'm gonna guess there's no staircase going up? I am right. There are 3 classrooms, I guess like a martial arts dojo, a gardening room, and then a lab with microscopes? Oh, it's upsetting. There's just one room for each of our friends. Of course, I guess it's possible that there'll be no one in certain rooms, like the cow room. Nighttime secrets. No more! Stomp, stomp, he's so dirty. The coach is like, what the hell? Look, he really liked it when Junko kicked him in the face, okay? And I can't really judge. Or shouldn't. God! There are many characters in this game who I'd be very pleased with getting kicked in the face by.
This is where a window would be in a normal classroom. There's some huge metal plates mounted over it now.
Place? Plate.
This floor's been sealed up with sheets of metal, too. I'm so sick of this.
What strange drawing is going to be going on here?
Catch me if you can!
Makoto.
Wait up, I'm gonna punish you!
Gross. I assume that's supposed to be Kyoko. Hey, Toko, I guess you still won't talk to me at the moment? Kyoko's not watching. Blink twice if you need help. Oh, a zebra-patterned room. What's with all the animal-themed wallpapers?
Yay!
I mean, corn! Hi, Toko.
Huh? Does she want to talk to me about something? Toko, what's wrong? Is she trying to say something? I think she's almost... just a little more and I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad. I guess she gave up.
You can write it down or something, maybe? Rip. All he said was you're not supposed to open your mouth, which again, you really shouldn't follow because it's Byakuya and he's a total... Well, I shouldn't say what a total thing he is in front of you, I guess, if I want to remain alive. Although I'm not sure I do. With Chihiro, oh God! No, sorry. Anyway. Why is this room so bright? Oh, it's pretty, but I kind of hate it. Oh, it's got like a fake sky. Oh, I mean, I guess it's nice to see some blue.
Ah! What is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real?
Watch out!
Ah! That's a monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa! And then the plant's all like, snap! And your flesh is all like, bleh, I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. A student at Hope's Peak Academy added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist, I was about to say. Although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy.
Actually...
By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. They can eat paper, plastic, even people. So it's totally good for the environment.
That's not good for us, though.
Well...
Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society.
Please say the next murder weapon is not death by giant death flower.
Not that I know anything about that myself. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I better keep my distance. Oh, sweet coin! On looking, it's obvious it's weird, creepy, and just too big for comfort. A Monokuma flower, huh? Apparently it eats paper, plastic, and people. I really hope that last part's not true. Whatever it is, I better keep my distance.
His cabins are weird, too. They freak me out.
Just to be sure, I should take a look inside that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized. From a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. And then against the back wall, is that a pickaxe?
There's all kinds of murder weapons in here, dude. I don't like it.
There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe.
Crazy diamond. Oh, as in, Mondo's, like, moniker.
Crazy diamond? I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere.
Mono's up there and having like, you fucking kidding me? You don't remember that? That's my cool name.
There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient?
I hope not, because I don't think we have the time. If someone's gonna die every 3 days.
Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There are so many different kinds to choose from.
God! It's a Monokuma-themed lawnmower.
What does it say on the side? It's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, who's actually going to take care of the lawn?
Corn! Monokuru, I see. There's probably a pun there that I don't get.
So many flower pots. Big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room.
Not in 3 days, you won't. Or 6, or a week, however long we have left. Well, this room is totally cool, but also totally the worst.
Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that? It seems safe. It's a chicken. It really is, right? Like, I can say that for sure?
I guess. Oh, you can scan each of them.
It's not gonna, like, lay a bomb, is it? It's not expected to be fed like humans, is it? It's really alive, right? There's no mistake? It doesn't have, like, a second form, right?
Step away from the chicken coop. Might have found the title of this episode. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? There's exactly 5 of them here.
Exactly.
5. You know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6? At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, wherever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. Contains the mysteries of the cosmos. Are you sure about that?
I'm at least 30%
It's a number of power. A refreshing number on par with hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. He never lets me get a word in edgewise. Some kind of control panel set near the wall? Probably controls the weird hologram, right? Does it control the air conditioning or something?
It's for the sprinklers!
Sprinklers?
Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the settings panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to.
So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 a.m. every morning?
Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched. So watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway.
You're never too old.
Or do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm gonna tell everyone.
Okay. They'll all believe you, I'm sure. I mean, in anime, sometimes people will just, like, believe the most outlandish thing if it embarrasses the protagonist. So I guess I can't say for sure they wouldn't. First I thought I saw, but I mean, really, running around telling someone else's fetish is, like, really degenerate behavior in and of itself. I think it says much more about Monokuma than it would about Makoto. Not that I actually think Makoto has a sprinkler fetish.
You know?
I did not mean to skip that, sorry. I let my hand thump onto the spacebar. First I thought I saw blue skies, but it turns out they just painted the walls and ceiling. Oh really? It looks like luminous. Oh, the plants are all real. It's been a while since I smelled vegetation. Helps me relax.
Heck!
That's not what you're thinking, is it?
Huh? Why? Is that bad?
Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface, beneath their calm exterior. They're always watching and waiting. When they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
The end is nigh!
they'll put their plan for global human extinction into action. I think you've been playing a little too much Amber Throne. I'm serious! Oh no, yeah, it looks painted now. I thought it was like glowing with light. Like it was like I thought like they were going this Splatoon route of like a fake sky. Do with LEDs. Those nozzles poking out. Are those the sprinklers? How did I reach that? Picked up a rock and threw it at it, I guess. So that's the garden and this is the dojo type place. God damn it. I had to get this place just after Sakura gets it. Are there even Sakura trees? Man!
Hi, Kyoko. The petals really bring out your eyes.
I'm not that mad about you trying to get me killed by the mastermind. I'm over it. The suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. Coin! No comment. Oh, it's like an archery range, I guess. That target seems pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. Coin! I mean, I spotted the coin, so I guess I can't argue with you there. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom.
Hey.
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant?
Indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, isn't it kind of out of place? Maybe a little. But I mean, so is all of it. Even though this room is this is the same as the other side. There are lockers and... I guess it's like a training dummy? It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training here, too? Good! Almost a 200, look at us. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. The wooden lockers and keys remind me of super old school public bathhouses. Well, all kinds of weaponry on this floor. Good to know, good to know. What Kyoko told me yesterday, what the heck did it mean?
Mukuro Ikusaba.
That's the
The
one.
16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Except if it's about the trees. Her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
Hey,
You understand why, right? Not really. If I'm honest, considering you're okay whispering stuff, writing stuff down, and sometimes you just don't care about the cameras at all, I have no idea why this is a problem. She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
so then,
We're finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I didn't understand anything better than before. Hey, Kyoko? She won't even make eye contact. I guess she really doesn't feel like talking. That's alright. We all have those days. Although, I gather your reasons are different than mine generally are. Hida? This floor feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. I mean, the ceiling is extremely tall, there's one thing. Raw. I don't like that. Oh, why did sound go off? Oh, cool. What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled, it was sour, pungent, impossibly rank.
I see.
It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses.
Are you saying...
It's the smell of death, their flesh and fat and blood.
There was no surprise in his voice, no shock.
I mean, it looks like all the other classrooms to me, Makoto. You feeling okay?
But he was right. I'd experienced the smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair.
The smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield.
Monokuma must have...
What?
My fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. You hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened. No. It's quite the opposite. The opposite? Yep, let me give you an itty bitty easy squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it.
This is the site of the tragedy, then? Cripes.
What?
Yes, indeed.
How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs in those mean old RPGs.
I am Error. Would like to know your location.
But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk.
Or what's the password in Final Fantasy 2? Crimson Rose or whatever.
Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody gruesome deaths every day. So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it. What's the meaning of all this?
Although this blood looks fresh, because blood normally oxidizes and turns brown after like a day. Not red like this. Well, I guess I don't know, maybe in certain quantities. Eye for an eye. Okay, cool. Cool and fun is what this is. How many bodies do we count here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 7. Oh, there's one behind here. 8. Fascinating. Good! 200. Feels good. But unless Monokuma installed all this security stuff, which is starting to seem like maybe he probably installed at least a bit of it, because why would they have security cameras in the... Well, I don't know. I guess if it's that ritzy a school, maybe. Anyway, it would make it seem like whoever did this... If I'm right that this is the site of the tragedy, you'd imagine that the people running the school could figure out who did it, or at least have evidence.
There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. There's blood all over the place.
Oh! It's weird also that this blood isn't pink, isn't it? So there's another point for we're all androids with like synthetic blood, and that's why it's pink. It's not just because it's stylized. Or maybe because it's old, that's why they're not making it pink.
There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight.
It appears all the blood... Hey, Makoto. It appears all the blood... So let me just lie down in this blood here. Really get it in my hair. It appears all the blood stains are dry. And their color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume that these stains are considerably old.
This is all really blood?
Of course. I'm gonna find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom?
He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way can I keep up with someone like that.
You mean keep up relations? No, indeed. Seems unwise, doesn't it?
Byakuya, about what Monokuma just told us. It's like I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought.
Is he really thinking that hard, or is he just flat out ignoring me? With him, who can say? His level of intelligence changes considerably from chapter to chapter, so there's simply no way to know. Biolab, okay, I might have guessed, considering the microscope. Raw!
It's locked. You came all this way just to be denied here. The sign of the hall says Biolab. A biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. Kinda sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. I guess I've seen what there is to see up here for now. But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. Maybe wash my hands on the way. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. And before too long...
Byakuya and Toko are back first. That's unusual. It would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team.
That's like reverse positive thinking.
Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best.
Can we all stop this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. Alright, well, I'm sharing with you last then, Byakuya. If you don't want to join the group hug, then fine.
Hey,
My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access.
The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature. The final boss, or tyrant.
We're not in a horror game, though.
I mean, sorta. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently.
well,
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how I said it is right, too. Toko still won't talk to me, I assume.
Hey, Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something.
What?
So, why are you telling me?
Hey.
Well, because you told her to zip it or whatever? No, I'd forgotten about that. Jesus, man, I know you like torturing her, but come on! Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you.
You honor me, Master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem.
Seriously? You're just gonna take it?
Dude, Yasuhiro, I think it's clear at this point that Toko's got some shit going on.
I'm not sure this is the sort of thing you want to laugh at.
Shut up! And don't interrupt when Master and me are talking!
Okay, so what did you want to tell us?
Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor, and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife? Whoa, that thing is huge! It's like Rambo size!
It's a survival knife of some type.
But what was it doing in a classroom?
How would I know?
Very suspicious.
What are you gonna use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us?
I'm not going to do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife just laying around.
I'd rather leave it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer.
Don't compare me to her! I'm nothing like her! Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
Incinerator? You can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
What's your problem?
I don't want it anyway! It's too dangerous!
So what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto?
Me?
Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
Then that's that! Hold on, don't I gotta say?
All clear.
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask.
Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto.
Well, that's not news exactly. Recalling the calling to the head you received from the mastermind. Or the secret student, whoever it was.
They're acting like I already said yes. Fine. I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
Hey, Toko.
Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job.
Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream. I feel strange. So strange. Really strange. Oh no.
Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Truth.
Master praised me. I could live in this dream forever.
Maybe we should leave her alone for now?
Anyway, it's settled. We'll let you be in charge of the knife, Makoto.
Hero?
You know?
Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed.
You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe?
What?
What about the pickaxe? Crazy diamond.
Well, there was a pickaxe at the tool shed, and the words crazy diamond had been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Crazy diamond? Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think.
it's true.
I don't just think, I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before.
Huh? Where? Oh, that's it, I remember. It was on Mono's uniform, on the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy diamond.
I see.
You're absolutely right.
But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden?
Mono must have snuck in there and done it, right? So that's another point for we were all students of this academy up till recently. Like we all attended this school together for a time. Mono must have snuck in there and done it, right?
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
Right.
And maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here and Monokuma confiscated it? Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed, the pickaxe connected to Mondo.
Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all.
Huh? Then what did?
Yo.
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help.
Now are you gonna call for help with a lawnmower?
I don't know, maybe we can use it to make crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make crop circles. And we can use those to call for help.
What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know.
No?
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet.
I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. Damn, alright.
How about that chicken coop?
There were a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right?
That's right, 5 chickens.
I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat. Then we can make fried chicken or barbecue. Decisions. Oh, or how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right?
Raw chicken's not a good idea, generally, I think. I'm pretty sure that'd kill you. Stupidly large plant. Oh, sorry, or actually, is there anything beyond that? No, there isn't. Seemingly large plant it is.
Monokuma said that was called a monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous. We have to be careful.
Serious.
Totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the ones that live in the pipe, though. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there.
Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot.
Yeah, remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold. And also, it'll probably be in part of the next murder mystery, but I'm only 30% sure about that.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know?
Of course not, because idiots never get wet.
I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about you, Hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
Come on, you don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. So, what was the question again?
Don't worry, you just answered it.
Rough. Truly rough.
You know what? Having bad short-term memory doesn't make you... What was I saying? I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to kind of be Sakura's job, but... Anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either.
But when I was looking around, I realized that something about the layout of the school.
Anyway, well, I'll talk to Byakuya now. No, sorry. Please tell us about the layout.
What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
Just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto?
Huh? Why do you ask?
So then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed. The 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Stairs going up?
Something on all the other floors, but not on the 5th floor? Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right?
Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
Correct.
Well, there's also the one beside the warehouse. We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery. But that's the hardest part.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta just do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay. As long as we work together, I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes.
Well, that's kind of the same thing. Anyway. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no, strange is a massive understatement. There were like 6 rooms. How did we not all, find them all? The smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. Whoa, what the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Every body's smell concentrated.
God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it.
But I mean, what the hell happened in that room? And if it's that much of a stench, how can it not come through the door?
So in other words,
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there?
Stop, seriously, I'm gonna throw up.
it can't
Perhaps
be.
that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, tragic event in human history.
Huh?
You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago.
The awful scene in that room? That was the tragedy that happened a year ago?
Seems a reasonably safe
other
bet.
words.
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy.
Wait, you know about it?
If that's true,
It's all clear.
that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors. Oh no, that's your theory. Got it, sorry.
Hey.
I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful.
Not just awful, super awfully awful.
You're right, it's beyond awful. Awful's a word that Hina uses a lot.
It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how has it not one of us ever heard about something like that happening?
Because it was you! No, I don't know that for sure. That would be a cool twist, but I don't know that for sure.
Does that mean they really did cover it up?
It would be a cool twist that would explain quite a lot of the weirdness. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now.
Yo.
So, now what do we do? Well, starting today, you're all under my command, but before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
Sorry, hold on. Teacher, question? The fuck are you talking about? When was that decided?
No way.
Jeez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger.
So, what is it you want to figure out?
Toko was shockingly silent, hearing an insult to hurl toward Byakuya. Maybe she's still off in her own little world. Kyoko's identity.
Huh?
Well,
Kyoko's identity, but Kyoko's Kyoko, right?
Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro, Hira's the ultimate clairvoyant, even Makoto's the ultimate lucky student.
More unlucky than lucky these days, but
So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us.
well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right?
It's not matter of what she likes or doesn't like. There was simply no way to run spell check on this game, you understand. It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like it, this is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't.
What? Why won't you tell us?
Wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So...
Because I don't remember.
What?
I have no memory of what I am.
You have no memory? You mean amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking, but if this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
This is
You can't be
very
serious right now, can you?
This is very suspicious. I know you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
However...
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
But she's saying she has no memory of any of it? So she was just guessing when we had our second sport conversation with her, I guess? But that's weird if you could have that conversation now, unless they've added like a contingent piece of dialogue that's like, oh, I get it, you're guessing because you don't remember, right? So you have no intention of telling us, and I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Hey,
What are you going to do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that. Just gonna kill you.
It's all clear.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
what?
Limit my options.
Just give up.
Give me the key. Damn, Byakuya, chill. Give me the key to your room.
But if she gives you her room key, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'd be breaking a school regulation.
What? Since when was the regulation that you couldn't sleep with your room unlocked? It's just that you're only allowed to sleep in your dorm. It didn't say anything about it being locked. What the hell are you talking about? And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself.
What are we doing since when?
I thought the whole point was she slept with her door open to hear Alter Ego screaming earlier. Why is this even a problem? Unless it's just saying she never slept or only slept during the day. But no, what are you talking about? it's fine to sleep in your room with the door open, I'm pretty sure. Apparently Makoto was doing it. His room was unlocked, according to Kyoko, like, this morning.
Why does this game just make stuff up?
And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. I think what you mean is no one would want to sleep with their door unlocked because it would be dangerous.
Just hold on. A threat like that.
That's fine.
Fine. I understand. Good. You're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and said, and held out her room key to him.
It can't be.
Damn fool. Why do you refuse to talk? Maybe she's telling the truth? Just a thought. I mean, with her, it's hard to tell, but it's worth considering.
Because...
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
So...
Maybe she really did lose her memory.
If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
However...
The worst school where only the worst things happen? Do you really mean that?
Hey,
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? Chihiro, for instance, was pretty cool.
I know, Kyoko, you're so right. He's so dreamy. We should talk about him more. What do you mean?
Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk away.
Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
The heck?
What's her deal?
But
I think you went too far taking a room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. Or maybe she gets off on the attention. I can't believe her enjoying getting yelled at.
Stop talking.
You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of you breathing, of your heart beating, it grates on me. Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know you feel, but...
What do you mean you know how she feels?
But also, I didn't realize Toko had a huge beef with Kyoko. Well, I guess anyone who doesn't do what Byakuya says is a problem in her eyes.
But what's Kyoko gonna do now? Plus, this situation, it's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. I still can't stop anyone.
What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden?
because I mean,
Cause look!
It's you! How long have you been standing there?
I'm very, very angry! Angry at what? At the thief! Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to tell you, there's a thief in your midst.
What?
hey,
My precious! They stole it! You're precious?
teacher had such faith in you, and this is how you repay me with betrayal.
Wowzers, that line has been used a few times before, but it's actually legitimately the line this time.
Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up! It's a golden ring that makes me go invisible. Bleh. I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street.
the heck?
And he's gone. What the heck was all that about?
So,
He said something about his precious getting stolen? Does anyone have any idea what that might mean? The knife, maybe? I don't know. It likely has something to do with Kyoko. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it? And why would she do that? Who cares? I don't really understand why Kyoko gave that key to him.
This is a school announcement.
Honest?
It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime.
We should have just put it to a vote.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited.
I'm fairly certain
Okay, then.
Makoto, Hina, and
Sweet
Yasuhiro
dreams,
would have voted
everyone.
against
Good
getting
night.
Kyoko killed.
Sleep tight.
But whatever.
Let the bed bugs bite.
Uh-oh. We need to get out of here.
You know?
We can talk about this more tomorrow. Right about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your rooms. Don't go wandering around. Not like we need you to tell us that.
Goodbye.
Well, then let's disperse. I'll see you at all tomorrow. We know at least there's one death happening in 3 days. But maybe there's a double death. One happening tonight. That would be silly, because then we wouldn't get our free time. And the HUD just disappeared as though it was about to go to free time. So I'm sure it's about to go to free time. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. That's right. You're going to put the knife away? I need to put away the knife I got from Toko. I think the safest place for it will be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really going to be okay? She can't get into her room. What's she going to do? Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you were proposing unlocking it for her. But you're just saying she's not allowed to go into her room at all. Oh, now I understand why you were saying that sleeping anywhere other than your... Okay, right. Yeah, I don't know why we're, letting this happen. Guess she's just gotta stay up all night. Well, they said if you, get knocked out, against your own volition, that you don't get executed, so does passing out because you're sleep deprived and didn't mean to fall asleep not get covered under that? You'd hope so. She can't get into her room. What's she gonna do? She'll just have to hole up with you, Makoto. There's no other way. Isn't there something I can do? Something I can... Was long fade? Huh? You're gonna go invite her in, surely. As I opened my eyes, I realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. Oh, I thought you didn't realize you'd actually put the knife away when you said I should probably go put it in the drawer. I thought you were sleeping with a knife for a minute there. But more important, did I hear the doorbell? Just gotta use the bathroom real quick. Kyoko?
Hey,
I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there.
Hey, wait, Kyoko!
Without acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go. Damn it, I should have checked my room for coins when I had the chance. What's going on? Are you okay? What time is it? How sleepy are you? Sorry for asking you to meet with me so late. It's okay, I'm used to it.
correct.
Indeed.
So then,
Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? So does that mean... Does this have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Or maybe it has to do with... I forgot her name again. Mukura Isubara? Ikubasa? Mukura Ikubasa. Something like that. Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you?
indeed.
That's right. So I was right. But what did you steal?
So-
Well, actually, wasn't it Byakuya's idea that... Okay, whatever. I'm all for always taking the credit away from Byakuya, as you're wont to do. I stole this. Ooh, that's an important looking key. To the data lab, maybe? A key? But looking at it, I couldn't tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this?
So,
From the headmaster's room. What? You snuck into the headmaster's room? We should still try and keep our voices down a little bit, right? If there are cameras outside that might hear us. But wasn't it locked?
however,
The lock was broken. What?
correct.
It was Sakura. She did it for us. Oh. Okay. Well then, why wasn't she executed? If the cameras caught her doing it? And if she was gonna do it, why not make it more obvious? Was she worried that he would just put a regulation no going into the headmaster's room? But if he saw her in the cameras, I'm confused about what's going on. She did?
Indeed.
Remember what she said in her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. So Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for us?
That's right.
So that we could uncover whatever secrets might lay hidden within. She did that for us. She violated the school regulations to help us. She'd already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place.
Indeed.
I noticed the room was after the class trial was over yesterday. But if I just strolled into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away. Well, how do you suppose she broke it without him noticing if there are cameras all over? Are there not cameras in the hallways? I thought there were. Yeah, there are, because they're always like, no, we can't talk in the hallway, we've got to go to the dressing room. So about the H? Which is why I used you as a decoy. So you asked me to meet you at the data center in order to... Correct. I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room. And as a result, are you sure you're not the ultimate lucky student? Because there's no way you could have known he would look at Makoto rather than you. Especially since you went first. And there's no way to know, since there are multiple Monokumas, that there aren't multiple people watching the cameras. You and Byakuya are the ultimate lucky students as far as I'm concerned. Byakuya just happened to wander into Mondo, obviously coming out of a crime scene. And Mondo didn't happen to come back to it while he messed with it. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room. And as a result, I found this key. Wow. And what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too?
Mukuro Ikusaba.
That's the one. Mukuro. I gotta write it on my hand like Hina would have told me to. I spelled it wrong on my hand.
The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
But if you were able to track student records, surely you were able to see what your ultimate was, right? Did you find out about this Mukuro Ikusaba when you were there?
Indeed.
I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talks about her, yes. I don't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous?
In other words,
She may very well be the mastermind, or she could be the perpetrator of the tragedy. Or both! Mastermind? But didn't Alter Ego say that the headmaster was probably the mastermind?
wrong.
No. The headmaster isn't the mastermind, I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. To make such a strong statement without proof. That's not like Kyoko at all. It must have something to do with the memories she's lost then. But if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Mukuro Ikusaba really could be the mastermind? Anyway, this key is the one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can't let it go, can we? Sure, but, I mean, what's this key even unlock?
So...
I don't know yet. Which is why I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again while I go and find out. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in again? You can't, that's way too dangerous. And you want me to draw his attention, but we don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? There's more than one person watching us.
Right?
But they didn't catch on last night, right? Yeah, but because we got lucky on the coin flip. Maybe we just got lucky.
Hey.
Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. What? We're doing some real guesswork here. If that were true, how the hell did Monokuma get there in time to snatch the photograph from us? Either of those times. If you had to be like looking at it and then like go like, oh shit, and swap over to control, or they, because we're no longer certain it's the man in his 30s. Huh? Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. But as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko talked, she was calm and collected as ever. I couldn't help but just stand there and listen.
Hey,
If it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then it would have to be a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true, and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think about what might happen if we fail... Well, if Sakura broke into the room, and we just opened an unlocked door, that's not death for us, is it? I mean, it's vague. It's like Monokuma would say, a gray area.
why is that?
I don't think you need to worry all that much. After all, with minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery, am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter. He could just kill us all without a second thought.
I see.
In that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove that hypothesis. But we'll be dead? What? In a moment of crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what? He's already broken them like 20 times, most notably in the last trial. He had no reason not to be able to kill Sakura, and he was like, I can't kill Sakura, like an idiot. And then he was like, I don't know who the Blackened is, when he knows damn well the Blackened is because there were cameras on her while she drank the poison. There's just no rules with this guy anymore. We can't trust any of the rules.
In other words,
We gain something whether we succeed or not. Now there's no reason not to do it, right? But
if you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
we know the danger. But if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? At that moment, I finally realized. I had never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, the enemy standing before us. And with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and wouldn't if I could. Then Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it out to me. What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it when I die tragically and horribly. If something ever happens to me.
If something happens,
However,
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it, and a death without meaning is unappealing.
hey,
Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. Fine. I'll hold on to it just because you asked me to. But I'm gonna give it back at some point. You can be sure of that.
indeed.
Yes. Of course.
Hey,
Oh, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. Sure, because then there's a chance that the mastermind might find out, right?
indeed.
Well, there's that too. You mean there's something else?
Well,
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. Part of the experiment, no doubt. I can't just forget that
so
easily.
then,
Okay then, shall we begin?
Makoto,
I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? I'll give it my best shot.
goodbye.
I'm going on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her curt goodbye was no different from any other time. And like every other time, she moved at a brisk pace as she left. What wasn't like every other time was the sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away. No. Everything's gonna be fine, I know it. Because it's Kyoko. Talk to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety. And then I got to work. Okay, let's do this. Hey Monokuma, you can see me, right? Get out here, I've got a bone to pick with you. And a few moments later...
Monokuma!
well, this is a surprise. You being the one to call me out.
I feel like we could have done that slightly more covertly, like by trying to go to the data lab again or something. Or by like looking around suspiciously and then like tinkering with something in the corner.
Hey!
Hey, by the way, what were you and Kyoko up to? Going to the bathhouse? Just the two of you? In the middle of the night? Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say? So warm and wet, so wet and warm. I bet you guys removed to conform with local and international censorship laws. All over her, didn't you? Not gonna talk, huh? Sure, I get it. Well, whatever. Unlike you, I have absolutely no interest in late night bath scenes.
Evidence to the contrary?
Because I like to maintain a healthy life of observation, far away from X-rated exploits.
Oh, so is that why there's no surveillance cameras in the bathhouse?
Bullseye!
Or is it maybe because the lens got all fogged up and you can't see anything anyway? Sounds like that's the bullseye to me.
You need some?
Anyway, you went to all that trouble to get me out here. Now what do you want? Oh, well,
There's just something I wanted to confirm with you.
Say what?
are there a mademoiselle or a dude fella?
Actually.
But in the Bear Kingdom, there is no male or female.
Actually, there is.
What?
Seriously?
My
Then
entire
what am I? My entire existence! That's enough. I'll get stuck if I think about it too much. So what did you really want to ask me?
Oh, well, you told us earlier that your precious had been stolen. What's this precious of yours?
What are you
Listen.
thinking?
I'm sure this is a silly question. No way it's possible and all, but... Is that seriously what you dragged me out here to ask me? You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be 100 megaton freaking kidding me! You're not gonna ask about something useful like how to get the best honey or your Earth sign breeding tips?
I don't want to breed a pair.
This is just crazy! Are all pubescent teen boys as nutty as you? God, you're so annoying! Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and... That's it! What was the second thing? It's a blank, stupid! A secret! Fill it in yourself! Making me trudge all the way out here for that. I'd like to see what's going on in that brain of yours.
Well, let's discuss it in further detail.
And the next time you summon me for something so stupid, I'll open up your skull and find out.
Dropping more than a few swear words, Monokuma stormed off. Why wasn't that included in my gaming experience? I want to hear Monokuma cuss incessantly for multiple seconds. I hope I kept him distracted long enough. I don't know, man. It was like 3 minutes. I hope so too, but it seems unlikely. All I can do is wait and hope Kyoko makes it out okay. No, she'll be fine. It's Kyoko after all. But, she doesn't have a room to go back to, so... I mean, I'm sure she can stay awake for one night if it means not dying, but... I'm sure she's fine. Right? I don't think they would kill her tonight when they've already said there's going to be a different death in 3 days. But I could be wrong. I went back to my room and laid down, doing my best to settle my nerves and get back to sleep. Well, Monokuma Theater, so we're actually truly asleep now. Oh, this time we got a TV with like a show on it of some
Brought
kind.
to you by Spike Chunsoft Company Limited.
That was all. Oh, never mind. We're watching a show. She's got clubs. I'm sorry. Pardon me? Why are we watching Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness cutscenes? What is happening? I'm on board. Make no mistake, but Well, hey, that was sick. They couldn't even give her a suit of armor. Charge onto the battlefield, but she's got to be wearing the school outfit. Oh man, here comes the boss fight. It's like using default Gmod animations. Sakura's Revenge, the game that World has been waiting for. Unfortunately, development's been cancelled. Of course, if not people buy Danganronpa, who knows? Buy copies for you and all your friends. Host Speak Academy Still Store TGS branch.
This super stylish, super professional game was cancelled during development, but it'll start back up again if Danganronpa sells well.
You guys have to recommend it to your friends, too.
That remains to be seen, Monokuma. But yeah, I already have, actually. To a few people. Okay. That was the one that threw me the most, if I'm honest. Sick animation, though.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
Let's go find Kyoko, let's go find Kyoko, let's go find Kyoko, let's go find Kyoko. My body feels so heavy this morning. That's because I was up so late last night. Anyway, I need to get to the dining hall. Let's finally get to check our stuff for coins. No, I just don't have the energy to care about the metal plates. I should use this notepad to make a list of why I'm so listless. We got jokes, linguistic jokes. Coin, anyway! And here is the survival knife that Toko found. And your toolkit, still, I hope. Maybe I should just go back to bed. Tempting, but no, we gotta go find Kyoko. I want to clean, just want to go back to bed. I wish I could throw away my desire to do nothing. Coin! Makoto being a mood for 40 seconds straight. Alright, Kyoko. I guess you won't be in a room, but everyone's meeting up at the dining hall. I should head there myself. Okie dokie. Hello, everyone. No, where's Kyoko? She's fine. She's fine. They wouldn't kill her in such a lame way yet. She might die in a lame way, but it wouldn't happen yet. I'm 100% confident you can quote me on that. Get everyone get that soundbite downloaded, huh? You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this? Sorry, I'm not feeling so great today.
What's
You really think a tired excuse like that is gonna work? Huh? Are you allowed to talk again? I don't recall giving you permission. I just thought, since a day had passed, maybe it reset. So sorry. Please don't hate me. Whatever my punishment is, I'll accept it. I'll hang a sign from my neck that says "Bad Girl." I'll clean your bathroom with my toothbrush. If you stop making disgusting comments like that, maybe I can forgive you. Thank you. I won't make any more disgusting comments, I promise. If I do, you can stuff my mouth full of trash. As long as it's you and no one else. I don't mind. It's no use. She's disgusting to the bone. Anyway, where's Kyoko? I haven't seen her this morning. Not cool. This is worse than being late for lunch, for a date, for your wedding, for anything. Being late for your wedding is pretty bad. If it's not an accident. Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday and she's not going to show up anymore? I can't tell the others why Kyoko might not be here. The best thing to do right now is just keep quiet. Shouldn't we say, let's go look for her? Since we know she's not in her room, whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room, so...
You know?
Oh yeah, you still have her key, right?
What's this?
Are you looking for Miss Kitty Kitty?
What do you want now?
I'm right? You're wondering where Miss Kitty Kitty is, right? Do you know where she is? Well, it's hard to say.
You don't know either? Maybe she's in the secret room then?
What?
It's because he doesn't know. That's why he's here, to try and prod us for information.
Hey, don't you hate it when you ask someone what their favorite movie is and they name some indie bull crap? I feel like I'm getting whiplash the way he changes subjects like that. Thank goodness. Looks like Monokuma really didn't notice. So I guess our plan went off just fine last night? I don't know. It's hard to tell with him. Sometimes he just pretends he doesn't know stuff to annoy you later. Which could mean...
Hey,
Maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Could she have been right about that?
Hey!
Oh, was I right? You're looking for Miss Kitty Kitty. Any idea where she might have gone?
We have no idea.
And even if we did know, we wouldn't tell you.
For serious!
I see. Well, fine. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. Sayonara, suckers.
I wonder why they would localize it as sayonara, suckers. If sayonara is how you say goodbye in Japanese. In Japanese, did he say goodbye? Maybe? In English? As soon as he was gone, we all glanced around at each other. So, what was that just now? Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either? No one see him that way.
You know?
Where the heck is she gone? Don't you think we should all go look for her? And how would you suggest we approach that task? Even Monokuma can't seem to locate her.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, how can you not know where she is? One of the two rooms that doesn't have cameras? Bathhouse or, whatchamacallit? I suppose if you're, if the regulation states you're not allowed to sleep anywhere else, but he can't know that if he can't monitor the bathhouse, you're probably allowed to sleep in the bathhouse. Well, you know, allowed, de facto. Yeah, how can he not know where she is?
Yeah, totally.
So strange. Kyoko must have used that key to sneak into some unknown part of the school. But somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice? Where could it be? Are we about to free time without her? We spent the rest of breakfast talking about where Kyoko could have gone. Afterwards, we returned to our rooms. Oh, for serious? Breakfast didn't help me feel any more upbeat, that's for sure. I feel like this is more than just me staying up late last night. Well, hey, that's not good, but it's fine, because that's all for this episode. Wow. Interesting. Well, it'll give us more time to hang out with Hina and Yasuhiro, I guess, and maybe a bit of Toko, because I feel bad for her lately. I mean, she's a bit of a jerk, but I do still feel bad for her. She doesn't seem to be able to help herself, does she? And I might hang out with Byakuya as well, just once. There's a little part of me that's like, I don't want to max out my bond with anyone, because, like, I assume you get an achievement for each one. And I want the first achievement for that to go to Chihiro in post-game stuff, which I assume happens. But anyway, we'll be able to consider who we're hanging out with next time on Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, because that's all for now. And since we're not looking for coins or doing the Monokuma, the Mono machine, I guess we're going to be like getting right to the free time and all the story events in between and stuff. So that'll be interesting. It's been a while since we've been allowed to hang out with Kyoko, though. Damn. Next week on the channel's gonna be some more Kingdom Hearts 2. So that's all for now. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! I'm fairly certain I'm not supposed to be able to see anything, but I'm going to make a conscious effort this time to just turn right after every light. Okay, yeah, that seems to be at least for the moment marking some modicum of forward progress. I think perhaps I was supposed to be doing this from way earlier.